Hello, my beautiful people. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you. Of course, don't forget to grab yourself a glass of water before watching this because hydration is super important.
You've been gone for days.
Well, it's time and commitment. Did you know there was a melon festival?
You knew I needed help, Larry.
Would you mind not embarrassing me in front of my friends?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Darrell. We lost track of time. It was a really good melon festival.
He's excellent company. Larry, do your imitation of a man trying to be served in a crowded bar.
Maybe not now.
Like that. But more funny. Oh, yeah.
I was helping. Having one less mouth to feed.
Is that the best you can come up with?
I sent my short story to England. That'll bring us a tidy sum.
No, it won't. Even if it's accepted, you'll earn a pittance.
What's wrong with her?
She's in love with Max.
Yeah, no, that won't work.
Oh, give her some advice. You're always talking about how worldly wise you are.
Gary, you need some advice about love. But I'm here now. Obviously, you should forget Max, who's out in the lead, and go for Donald. Stop moping about the house and think about him, poor sod. Donald would be such a reliable companion for you. I think she'll be alright now.
Is that it? Is that your friendly advice?
You didn't say friendly.
She doesn't need a reliable companion. I meant tell her she's beautiful or clever.
So she's unhappy in love. Aren't we all? I'm missing Nancy. You've got nobody.
I've got all of you, and I am just trying to make it through the week. I've told the others I want you all out foraging for food or money,
I'll ask
anything.
Max for money.
Oh, no, you won't. Have you no pride?
No. I've got most of the 7 deadly sins, but that one always seemed a bit silly.
We don't want charity. We are a resourceful and independent family.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Go on, shoot your mother. That will solve all your problems.
I'm going hunting. You obviously want to turn us into medieval scavengers.
Harry, you don't know how to shoot.
How hard can it be? Really hurts, you know.
You should try childbirth.
You should try war.
Yes, because us women spent the whole of the last war giggling and shopping. Come on, Larry. You know you take even moderate pain badly.
So suddenly it's bad to be sensitive.
Oh, Leslie, would you please have a kind word with Margot? She's not in the way. Wait, some guidelines. don't mention your own happy love life. But don't tell us about yourself together. But just think about what you say.
Have some advice. Oh, God, not you too, Jerry. Sorry, I have to. Mum said. Been thinking about this. And the black widow spider shakes its bottom to attract its chosen mate. So, perhaps you could do that to Max? Are you going to do it?
No, Jerry.
In fact,
And I also didn't want to assume, but I must pay you for Larry's operation. I'm not sure how much.
Well, you just spoiled it all.
It's not easy, is it?
Άντε τελειώνετε! Σιγά, μην αφήνω το καμπάνι! Δεν πρέπει να πιάνετε! Άντε τελειώνετε! Θα σας περιμένουν μέχρι τα Χριστούγεννα και το Πάσχα, αυτή τα που χαθήκαμε! Άντε, γρήγορα λέμε!
Sorry. I'm giving you my story money. I don't think your pension's going to arrive anytime soon, so you'll be sponging off me forever now I'm a professional author.
Use your powers for good, won't you? Don't be one of those awful writers who pokes fun at his family.
Don't worry. I'll be too busy writing about sex. Artists like me need to live outside the normal rules of society. Which, in practice, means getting drunk. A lot. Where are you going? Come back. Wheel me.
can't get your wound wet. Have to stay on the beach.
What? No.
The tide coming in.
No, it's the Mediterranean. It's only a small one, and I checked. It's going out.
I'm lonely.
Lucrezia, would you please pass the strange fruit?
Oh, Lucrezia, you can't ignore Jerry forever, particularly as you're still ignoring Larry.
He shouted my auntie.
She's got a point.
She was being cruel.
That we mustn't criticize other people's customs and
We
traditions.
can if they do horrible things.
What's he shouting?
Arsehole.
What?
Lucrezia taught me. She told me it means hello.
Where's Theo?
I went to a conference about mollusks. No one else will collect dung beetles with me.
Well, that's hardly surprising, is it? I mean, the beetle's made of dung.
They're not made of dung. They live on dung. They cut it, and they roll it, and they bury it.
Bring your father here.
Was he interested in nature?
No. Why don't you go fishing? To be honest, we could do with the fish.
Yeah, thanks for walking me home. Yelite. You're so sweet, but I'm getting married.
It's for Alexia. It's our 2-month anniversary.
Oh, sweet boy.
He is best silent.
Well, you see, back in England, we try not to have favourites, Lucrezia.
He is best silent.
But it is nice for him. We all need love. He has Alexia. Larry, you have Nancy back in England.
And you have?
Yes, all right, Larry. I know what you're going to say. Thank you, and I can look after myself.
Relaxer.
Ah, bellissimo, ti amorfo. Go on then. Do something.
Hello, Miss Darrells.
Oh! Hello, Spiro.
You want a lift?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
I'll give you a lift.
No, I'm fine.
No, I'll give you a lift. Bravo!
Hello?
English.
Yes, Jerry.
Costis. Why were you hiding from me?
No, I was just getting some shades.
No, you were hiding. Where you going?
Just into town. Please, Spiro.
Come on, where you going?
To Sven's house.
Why are you going there?
To ask him a question.
Ask me. I know everything. He's a Swede.
He saved Larry's life. What's the matter with the Swedes, anyway?
Too lazy to make an empire like the British and the Greeks. Much too lazy. Pero Dios.
Egret.
Hello, Sven.
Lisa?
I wanted to apologize for offering to pay for Larry's operation.
You're just being British. You don't like being in anyone's debt.
Are you so different in Sweden?
I don't know. I'm getting less Swedish every year. I'm down to 38%. But I like the Greeks. Their honesty.
I wouldn't mind a bit of Greek in me. Stop it.
You like the accordion?
No, not really. Not so fond of honesty now.
Everybody likes the accordion.
I was wondering if you knew anything about olive harvesting.
What
because I don't-
exactly is it you don't like?
The sound, the way it looks like a little piano for dwarves.
You prefer the bouzouki, which is like a tiny harp?
Or idiots?
I had some animals. I like animals and they need feeding. So I have to go home now.
Come. Ella. You want to say hello to Alejo?
What's going on? Who's this?
Stratos.
Γεια σας.
He's my old boyfriend
All right.
and my new boyfriend.
Your bicycle is for a girl.
It's a present. For Alexia.
No, you cannot give it to her.
All right, then I'll fight you for her. But see, Alexia doesn't want that.
Well, okay, if you want.
No, I don't. Fine. Fine, let's have a duel.
A duel?
A duel with guns.
Τι λέει, επικίνδυνος.
Όχι. That's dangerous.
Dangerous and silly. Go away. Go!
Darling, what's the matter?
How to end it with Alexia.
Leslie, I'm so sorry.
Her old boyfriend came back.
Oh, it's so upsetting.
I hate her.
Well, don't. No, actually do.
She was... I know I'm not good at anything.
Oh, you are.
No, I'm not clever like Larry or charming like Jerry or whatever Margot is.
Well, she's...
Apart from my guns. She was the first good thing that ever happened to me.
Well, there's your family.
Look at this, I can't even cry nicely.
He's beautiful. Aren't you, Aleko? No.
For you. You take him.
Really?
Then you're a family. You like him? Family. It's like good health. You miss it only when it is gone. You need fish for him. Come back tomorrow. We catch a lot.
I will. Sure you don't want him?
It is hard to keep him where I live.
Why? Do your family not like him?
Except for weekends, I live on that island.
The prison island. You work there?
No.
So you're a convict? I'm sure there's a knack. Ask Grazia how it's done.
She said the olive pollen irritates her face.
Her face always looks irritated.
Well, it makes it more irritated. Will you help me?
I'm working.
Looking for a job.
What are you doing? I am putting a rocket up your backside.
Oh, put it up, Leslie's. Sorry to hear about your girlfriend, Les.
Me too. Me too, very much.
Darling, Leslie, where are you going?
Shooting?
But promise me you won't shoot Alexia or her new friend.
Of course I won't. You want supper, don't you?
Oh, darling, before I met your father, I turned down lots of young men. And, well, they laughed about it afterwards.
Maybe they didn't really want to go out with you.
Do you know anyone who might have work for Margot? I don't know where to start.
Oh, what kind of job are you interested in?
I don't know. Something to do with fashion or posh food.
I think you're muddling Corfu up with Paris.
Do you think you might have something for her? Helping you and Dr. Petridis?
Ooh, not really. Do you have any experience?
No, not.
No, she's always loved alleviating suffering. Haven't you, darling? You know, that time when you...
What?
Oh, please give her a bloody job.
Well, I suppose we could use some general help, you know, errands, tidying.
That's wonderful. See, and in time, that might become actual nursing. Dr. Margot will see you now.
You know, that might be fun.
Well, let's not jump ahead. We won't be asking you to cut out an appendix. We've got Sven for that. You seen him at all?
No. I don't think I have.
Margot, how's your Greek?
Oh, it's very good. She's incredibly quick.
Turns out Countess Mavrodaki does have an incurable disease.
Darling.
Hypochondria. And she also has an enormous...
Louise is here.
Villa. Hello.
Margot is going to go and work here for a week. And then perhaps permanently.
Excellent. When can you start?
As soon as possible.
Shut your face.
What are you doing? No. What? You can't bring an albatross home.
The gull.
It's an albatross. Look at the size of it. Discipline. It's gnashing its teeth.
They haven't got teeth.
Well, it's gnashing something.
Here, it's called a leopard.
I don't believe in naming animals.
Anthropomorphism is for half-wits.
Perhaps not. I'll build another cage.
They're pissing and crapping. Stop them.
I'll be healing the sick and the lame. It's a calling.
You'll be a dog's body, and not a nurse.
And I'm a damn sight prettier than Florence Nightingale.
I'm sure she was ravishing before her family wore her down. Oh, hello, Leslie.
You were really angry, weren't you?
Why is there an albatross outside?
Thank you.
Yes, I've already told Jerry off. It was given to him by his friend, Costi, who's clearly as keen on creatures as Jerry is, so he's a very nice friend for him.
Why can't he look after the albatross?
It's not an albatross. He can't because during the week he's in jail.
What?
How open-minded are you?
Why is he in jail?
He didn't want to say.
You never know these Corfians, capable of anything. Everyone isn't evil just because your girlfriend got a better offer.
Say that again, and I'll burn the book you're
Will you
writing.
two stop squabbling? Jerry,
Right. I'll ask Costi again tomorrow.
No, you're not going again tomorrow.
Why not?
Because he could be a murderer.
He can't have done anything that bad if they let him out a weekend.
Exactly.
Don't be so sure. In Corfu, you get 3 years for murder and 5 years if you're caught dynamiting fish.
I don't care what Costi did. He's friendly and kind.
Well, I do care because I'm responsible for you and it's my job to keep you safe.
Why'd you bring us here then? It's a million times less safe than Hampshire.
Well, it is if you insist on going fishing with convicts. And since you ask, I brought us here because... because I wanted us to be happy.
Slow down. Don't walk for breakfast. Is it nice?
Cherry,
What have I done wrong now?
go and see your friend Costi.
Thank you, Mum.
You're more responsible than all of us. I should trust you more. And I'm not being inconsistent, I'm being flexible.
Good.
But you will have to take someone with you.
No, I'm busy.
So, what's your name? Titan girlfriend, what's yours? Leslie. Leslie Gulliver, lovely to meet you.
Davy!
Hello!
Who's he?
My brother Leslie.
Why he has gun?
My other brother Larry says because it's a penis substitute.
Shut up!
Did you see that? Larry!
I mustn't stop. I'm in the mood.
Help me with Leslie.
He's fine. Time's a big healer. Plenty of so-called self-abuse.
Well, that's very mature.
Help your brother. Be a pal to him.
So different. All right. Take him into town.
For work tomorrow. What do you think?
No, Margot. Still, it's good to see you dressmaking, sort of.
As a guest. Mum, look. The most amazing terrapin.
Oh, yes.
I'm calling him Old Plop.
Because
He's old and he goes plop.
hello. I'm Mrs. Darrell.
Costis.
We're going to put a pond for it.
Right there. Little matey.
He needs friends.
I hear you're in prison.
Yes.
And how is prison?
It is a prison.
It is a prison, of course. May I ask how you came to be there?
My English?
Because, you see, I have to know that Jerry is safe with you.
Jerry, until the next weekend.
Why is he gone? What did you say?
Jerry, I don't think you should see
I
him.
promised him I'll see him next weekend, and I'm going to.
Most patients come to us with minor ailments. As Florence Nightingale said, just don't kill anybody. Paraphrasing. You won't be doing anything medical, but there will be a few gruesome sights, I'm afraid. Oh, I prepare myself for that. You will.
Latte.
Oh, God, I'm going to be sick.
Hello, Spiro.
Hello, Darren. Where you want to go?
Look, I just have a question. Do you know a man called Costa? He's in Vito jail.
Ασημέ, θες κανένα Κωστή στη φυλακή?
Αυτός που σκότωσε τη γυναίκα του, ο Κωστής Φανόπουλος του.
Oh, yes. He murdered his wife. Why you ask?
Well, because he's been let out at weekends and he's been fishing with Jerry.
You should stop this right now. I remember he has a son who was taken from him and lives far away with his grandparents. That's why he likes to be with Jerry, perhaps. And why he's not very safe.
What about Somerset anyway? He's a bit shit these days. Who? Right, Somerset. Never mind.
Wembley's are thinking of modifying the sights on the Mark II rifle.
Dressing, please, Margot.
I'm going to faint.
It's only a bit of blood.
Don't say blood.
Don't say blood in a doctor's surgery.
So, now you won't have to see the yucky things, as you call them. We'll move you to paperwork. Oh, fine. I'm not speaking Greek yet. Will that be a problem? Are you sure you want to work here? Oh, yes, yes. Mum's really
Obsessed with Sven. He's just a tricky bloody Swede. Excuse me. I just thought you two might get on. Well, quite clearly, we don't.
Oh, because he's most likely in jail for stealing a postal order.
3 years for a postal order.
5 years for dynamiting fish. They have their own rules here. They'll hardly let a violent murderer out to do a spot of angling.
You're right. You're right. And Jerry is very sensible. He's a very good judge of character.
Jerry, who we found chatting to a rat.
Sorry.
My son is the age of you. I must not see him.
My father died when I was 3. I have only one memory of him. Both of us watching the goldfish in our pond. You know, little orange fish.
Well done.
Thank you.
Did you decide to go by date order or name of patient?
Patient height?
Height?
Yes, because it's the first thing on your form, so it must be important. Taller patients up here, so no need to remember names, which I always forget anyway. You just need to remember how tall they are.
Right.
What are these files?
It's the last doctor's. Seems to be medical reports on police cases he was called out on. Just leave them. In fact, don't touch anything else.
Kosti Papadopoulou.
So, good work on the filing in order of height, I hear.
I'm beginning to think that might have been a stupid idea.
Anyway, it's Friday afternoon, so there's your wages for the week.
I know this is horrible, but I'm afraid I can't work here. I'm not very good at filing, and everyone's so unwell, and it's just going to go on and on and on.
Oh. Jerry? So, did today go well?
Of course. Why wouldn't it?
Don't be cross. I borrowed this from the surgery. I may not be good with the sick, but I am a good sleuth.
What are you talking about, Margot?
It's a doctor's report from a crime scene. I spent all day translating it. I'm like a Greek Agatha Christie. Miss Marple. Do you get it?
Mr. Costa, wife had many stab wounds. Brutal beating.
Oh, the goat chap is outside.
What?
You know, the foreigner who saved Larry's life.
Yeah, thanks for that. Good chap.
Starting a zoo?
Oh, they're Jerry's. He prefers animals to people.
Agree with me.
Yes. Yes, I mean, I admire spiders' web as much as anyone, but I still prefer St. Paul's Cathedral.
Men are so violent.
I'm sorry I took offense to this slight of...
I'm sorry, I didn't enjoy your playing of the,
You're so polite. Go to bed. Hey, come on in. Take me drinking. You said you have trouble with your olives.
Yes.
Nets. So it's a very Greek solution. You just leave the nets, you wait, contemplate existence, then you occasionally collect, then you wait some more. I talked to Florence Petrides. She told me you were worried about a criminal. Can I help?
No. No, really.
Not just being British.
Oh, no. No, I get less British by the day. I'm down to 89%.
Well, you know what they say around here. Serete puime.
Remind me what they mean?
You know where I am.
Jerry! Jerry! Where's Jerry?
I think I heard him leave on the bike.
Costi. Jerry? Jerry! Get Leslie and Larry.
They've gone out.
Jerry!
Enough. No more moping. I will find you a new girlfriend.
There's only one Alexia.
I doubt that, actually.
Alexia?
See? Lucky guess. And she looks like a horse.
She doesn't. What about her? Sensational.
No, she looks like a horse.
You look like a horse.
I'll bring her over.
Hello. Lawrence Darrow. I'm no Dutch.
And how you waiting? Where did you get that note? It's beautiful.
My pen.
Hello, I'm Leslie Darrell. Hello, Leslie Darrell. I don't care, but who are you? Good. Let's go home. No.
Can I give you advice about women?
No.
Don't be defensive. You're a decent chap, just be honest and vulnerable.
Shove it up your arse.
I think you've had enough.
No, I'm drinking to forget. And eating to forget.
There's been a misunderstanding here.
He was stealing from the Countess Mavrodaki. You leave.
Leslie, stop being so sad about me. Leslie!
Stupid boy.
Jerry, you should have told me where you were going.
You wouldn't have let me go.
You and Costi were stealing.
Costa was being kind.
Mother showed me a police medical file. Jerry, he stabbed his wife, Maria, 16 times, and then he threw her in the sea.
Costa's wife was called Eulia.
What? It's Maria Papadopoulos.
Eulia Panopoulos. God, she didn't even know his name properly. Or anything about him.
Oh, I'm sorry. So he's a different Costi.
Well, she's buried in the cemetery in the valley. And Costi visits her grave all the time and keeps it beautiful. Now they'll arrest him, and he'll never get out of prison.
Listen.
Where have you been?
I'll tell you in the morning. Where have you been?
I'll tell you in the morning.
What sort of police station is that?
Δώσ' του. Να πάρω μια σειρά.
You go home. I'll speak to you later. Leslie. Please release Costi.
He must go back to the island.
He was just trying to help my son. If he gets in any more trouble, they'll lock him away for years.
You understand the system. Hooray. Miss Darrell? Miss Darrell, I heard what happened, and I'm beside myself with outrage. Which is your priority? Your naughty son, or the unjustly arrested wife murderer?
They have already let Leslie go. And, Spiro, please don't shout at anyone. It'll just make things worse for Costi.
Εγώ μπορώ να εγγυηθώ για αυτούς τους ανθρώπους. Miss Dallas is English. Και εσύ θα μπορείς να παίζεις μια προαγωγή. They are completely trustworthy. Completely trustworthy. Τι έκανε ο Κωστές μας? Έδειξε τα καλά της κέρκυρας. Ένα απλό, beautiful, goldfish. Which of course they will return.
Very well. I will let him go.
All right. Release the prisoner.
Later. There's paperwork.
Later. Τι later πάλι φασιστόμουτρα. Πλάκα μου κάνεις. Άντε ρε να τον κόλλησω και βγάλω τον έξω. Later. Τι later. You ever want a taxi, I'll make sure you get it later.
Mother was drinking too much, apparently, so that's why she brought us all to live in Corfu. But tell us about yourself.
I must apologise for my daughter.
Well, you're a breath of fresh air.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Dennis tries his best to entertain me, but he ran out of ideas some time ago.
I'm told I can be a bit dim.
Me too.
Hello, Jerry. What have you got there?
A gift from the Countess. How was your trip?
Oh, yes, it was a fascinating conference. A Swiss delegate tried to argue that mollusks were descended from annelids rather than the other way around, which almost led to fisticuffs.
I can imagine.
Oh, we've missed you, Theo. Margot, Jerry, will you go make us some tea?
Oh, Theo, I've got a job as lady's companion to Countess Mavrodaki.
Yes, I think Margot is going to be a survivor. Theo, you know everything. Have you heard of a case, a murder case, involving a Costi Papadopoulos?
Panopoulos?
Panopoulos.
Yes, as I remember it, his wife had an affair. Costis drank, and in a moment of madness and passion, he knocked her over, she hit her head and died.
Oh. So that's our Costi. Thank you, Theo.
Theo, I've finished my first major work. Excellent. Is it a work of genius? Yes, it is. Who wants to hear my writing?
No,
I'd rather die.
Good. Theo does.
Proudly purple in the gloaming, a sharp displacement of sad air made him aware of the beauty of movement as the earth continued its endless.
Sorry about your wife. I know it was an accident, and I'm sorry I didn't trust you.
I love her still. Inside I cry all the time, like a river.
I had a husband, and he died too, so I understand how you feel. And I didn't kill him. Sorry.
It's there. Your son Leslie. He's living with bad people.
You like to watch me at work?
What's the matter with you, Leslie?
I have to live with you. What's the matter with you?
Well, I'm not sneery and prickly and I don't smell like feet. Have a ruddy bath. Find a ruddy job and change your personality.
You know what? I had more fun in that police cell than here.
Well, ask yourself why. Because I've given you a loving and happy home.
Maybe I'm not the happy kind.
Well, you're making us feel the same way.
Adolescents are all hard work, aren't they? I mean, how was Larry at 18? Like a tall, evil goblin, but sort of fun. Whereas Leslie, who I love, obviously, is a twit with a gun. What is this?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Well, Margot's got a job, though.
Congratulations.
Companion to the Countess Mavrodaki.
Well, we all need someone to be with.
If you mean Sven, I am tired of trying to break through his bloody shell.
Oh, but he's so handsome.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be nice if just once a man could look good with his shirt off? And I want to share some thoughts.
Isn't love worth pursuing?
Is this vile?
Who knows? The patients are full of surprises. Don't change the subject.
Yes, love is worth pursuing.
Why is everyone shouting at me today?
Είσαι και εσύ από αυτή την μπαστάρδο αγγλική οικογένεια,
Look, I know this is Greece, but you're going to have to speak English.
Lisa.
Sven? Are you busy or just being rude?
No, I'm busy.
Do you have to be so secretive? I've really got a son at home who's about to implode because he can't express himself.
Just like my privacy.
Right. I just thought we knew each other well enough to pop by and say hello.
Oh, sometimes a man is an island.
Oh. It's no man, it's an island. You idiot. Right, well, I'll get back to my family.
Your principal function will be to read to me, because my eyes tire easily.
No, mine are the same.
I hope not.
No, sorry. I was just trying to agree with you. My last job was a bit of a calamity, so I need this to go well.
Demetrius used to read to me, but his voice is rather unpleasant.
It isn't. My name is Dennis.
He's still learning where to place the cutlery around the table. So I am delighted to have you here as my companion.
Lovely. Something's crawled into it.
Two beautiful bats, look.
I don't want to see bats. No more frigging wildlife out here.
They've got to go somewhere.
Outdoors? Where they came from? God. One collects them, the other executes them.
Hey, that turkey farmer.
Gripinopolis? Yes. Crusty, vile, money-grabbing weasel.
What's his name?
Gripinopolis? No.
So why call him that then?
Because he's like the murderer Crippen, and I've added the Greek suffix opolis because we're in. Please find me some cleverer people.
Why don't you piss off upstairs and do your typing?
I'm recharging my batteries while I find out if they'll publish my novel. That's a story in book form with chapters.
I found some baby owls in the woods. And I put the bats somewhere safe. Roger, shush. No one likes a loudmouth.
So, you're paying because your so-called girlfriend's miles away?
You won because you'll never, ever get another girlfriend. Oh.
Who's that? Leslie?
Oh, darling. Oh,
I want Leslie dead.
I'll deal with this. He's got to learn.
What's going on? No. You've killed it. It's only a bat, Jerry. They're lovely. All creatures are. Especially the ones no one likes.
Go on then. Take your misery out on me.
A tent for you to live in the garden until you start to appreciate the home and family life. So where are you intending to sleep?
Shut up.
Leslie.
English. Can I stay with you?
Lady Marchmont watched Sir Timothy's hands dancing on the piano keys. Even the back of his neck was handsome. How's it coming along?
Splendidly.
You don't get any better, do you?
but Lady Marchmont's head was in turmoil.
Well, it would be.
So she asked for a cold compress and took it with her to her room, which tended in any case to be chilly.
You're reading it like that, are you?
Jealousy does not become you.
Shall I bring you some easier fruit?
You're a rude man. Έδιωξε το καημένο παιδί. Μάνα είναι αυτή.
Lucrezia, if that's Greek for you're a dreadful mother, I will make you clean out the pelican.
Leslie is best child.
Yes, I know you think Leslie is best child. Now please go and ask Spiro to find him.
Well, I've run out of good books to read, so I might as well sort you out.
Sort me out? If you hadn't been so unkind to Leslie, he'd still be here.
You're so shirty.
I smell man trouble.
Oh, and if you mean Sven, as everybody seems so intent on shoving us together, he's clearly not interested.
He wouldn't be the first moody Swede. You're better off with a Finn.
Well, there weren't any Finns. Anyway, he seems to enjoy being strong and silent and male.
So he's like Mr. Darcy and...
Yes, I know what book Mr. Darcy's in, thank you. And for all the failings of English men, at least I understand them. And England.
Smug, tweedy old England. Pudding Island.
Huh. What's wrong with pudding?
Leslie. Eat.
Thanks. First, run round.
What?
To eat. Run round.
We'll run round the shack. Bugger off.
Darling, don't. Supper's nearly ready.
Listen, this is important. I have to get hold of better clothing or I won't get the boyfriend I want. The Countess has gorgeous clothes.
A true boyfriend will love you even if you're wearing a dirty old sack.
Mrs. Darrett, your son Leslie.
What's happened?
He's living with bad people.
Oh, darling. Please come home.
No, you chucked me out.
I know, and it was wrong. But you are way out of your depth with these men here.
They're my friends.
At least let me come in and tidy.
No.
Leslie, I don't know what's gone wrong between us. How can I make it better?
I just can't seem to be happy.
Mrs. Darrett? Kalispera.
Ah, good evening. Kalispera.
I come to arrest.
Well, the gentlemen who live here don't seem to be at home. My son is just about to leave.
Yes, I want him.
What?
Why?
You can't do that. What's he done? Leslie!
I haven't done anything.
I missed my bat, Lucrezia. I'm gonna give him a good send-off.
Leslie Shorts.
Rete.
Hello. My name's Margot.
Angel. No. Like an angel. So, You like to watch me at work?
Yes, I love gardening.
Killing turkeys is a serious crime. He's bailed for a week.
Thank you, officer.
So unfair.
You're only out on bail. They could arrest you again.
It's outrageous. I mean, why bother to respect the law?
The farmer obviously thinks that we have tons of money and that we'll just roll over.
You've always told me honesty's its own reward. Well, it's not true, is it?
Oh, Leslie, just come home. Lucrezia's beside herself. Larry's written you a very funny poem based on the Ballad of Reading Gaol. Well, we all miss you, darling, terribly.
Well, I don't miss you.
Lady Margot, you are stunning. Yes, Angel, I am very much so. I'm sorry, I'll take it off.
I'll have to tell the Countess.
What? No way.
The villa is her entire universe. She insists on knowing everything.
Please don't dislike me.
I don't dislike you, but I am the Countess's guard dog in human form.
You're going to have me sacked.
She decides everything. That's why it's the Villa Mavrodaki, not the Villa Dennis.
They've charged him with threatening our local farmer, shooting, letting our dog savage his turkeys, and failure to pay compensation.
Pack of lies. Is it a pack of lies?
Of course it is. But he has to appear in court next week. I need you two to be our lawyers.
Isn't that wise? We are respectively a biologist and a taxi driver.
Yes, but between you, you know everything and everyone. And I couldn't find or afford anybody else.
I'm disappointed with you, Margot.
But you seem so easygoing. I thought you'd let me try on a dress. I'd let you try on mine.
I am relieving you of your duties for gross disobedience.
Do let me stay. My mother would be so sad. I find adults very confusing.
Go now. Oh, but you're so serious, my dear.
Your face.
Have the dress. I hear it becomes you. Now read to me. We've a whole library to get through.
Don't come now. We'll speak.
Don't be angry. Come in peace.
Oh. So it's okay for you to come and call on me, but not for me to come and call on you?
I apologize. I felt unsure.
Well, you were feeling unsure. What are you doing here?
I like it here. And I like you.
an overcast day in Bootle last time we met, so I'm off the drink, lost the beard, bought a cravat.
Thank you.
I'm here to invite you onto my yacht. Sailing is one of the few things I do well.
Didn't he get drunk here and you nearly shot him?
Yes. Thank you, and that reminds me why a trip out with you would be a bad idea.
Mummy was starting.
Oh, lunch.
Bat funeral.
Πατέρ ημών, ο εν της ουρανής, αγιαστήτω το όνομά σου. Ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου, γεννηθήτω το θέλημά σου, ως εν ουρανών και επί της γης. Τον άρτον ημών των επιούσιων, δώσει μην σήμερον, και άφηση μην τα ωφελήματα ημών.
This is grander than Dad's funeral. What was Captain Creech doing here?
He was inviting me on his yacht. I said no.
Say yes. Stop fretting about Les. He'll always be a mess. Let your hair down.
You have no idea about parenting, do you? You're supposed to fuss. Idiot.
Ποιητήν ουρανούν και γης, ορατών τε πάντων και αοράτων.
And Jerry is grieving for this bat of all things. Well, it's obviously a displaced sense of loss and not feeling connected. And anxiety for his sibling. I know that. I've asked Theo to encourage him in the science of it. Death, life, compost. Compost? But I'm very glad he's developing a spiritual interest too. Well, maybe that's what Leslie needs. Oh no, he'd take it too far. He'd be frog marching us all to the church at gunpoint. Sven goes to the Greek Orthodox Church. He's a dark horse. I don't want to talk about him. He started talking. He started opening up about liking children and, and then he just walked away. But sod him. Because I have a captain friend who has a big boat that he's taking me out on Thursday. Well, it's good you don't want to talk about him. In fact, if you could get Sven to come to the harbour when I'm leaving, I'll get hold of a stunning dress for the occasion. And I can watch his face as I step off that yacht.
Was that a flicker of interest from him? Or were they really, totally, severely in love?
Mrs. Darrell to see you, madam.
I'm sorry to bother you. Margot left home with a sniffle and, I wanted to check she's well. Oh, by the way, I loved the dress you gave Margot. You have exquisite taste. Thank you. And many, many dresses, I gather. The truth is, like you, I'm a widow and, well, I'm struggling. I was wondering if you might have a spare frock for me.
Oh, of course, I'm sure we can find something for you. Can't we, Dimitrius?
Dennis.
Pack the purple gown for Mrs. Doll.
Now, I know it's rather showy, but what do you think? Say if it's horrible.
Margot?
I thought I might wear it on Creech's yacht tomorrow. For fun,
Well, yes, why not?
I think you look nice whatever you wear.
Well, thank you, darling. He hasn't got creatures up there as well, has he?
I can't see him.
Oh well, you can join the others under the floorboards. You're so generous, dear. How can I thank you?
The pleasure as a fellow enthusiast is all mine. The ancients embalmed their loved ones. We could have pickled your bat in formaldehyde.
That might scare my family. Look, Mum, I sent you for scientific learning. You don't need to nag me about education anymore.
Excellent. And 8 times 7?
Is it in the 50s?
Spot on, it's in the 50s. I hope you're feeling relaxed about the Leslie's court case.
Oh, hardly.
It's a shame Leslie isn't one of us. My delight in mollusks saw me through a bumpy adolescence.
No, I keep wondering how I could have studied Leslie differently.
Experience may do him good. They say a broken leg grows back stronger than an unbroken one.
You're wearing it on a boat?
It's a yacht. Stop staring at it.
Oh, no. Really?
That's a yacht.
Oh, I can't let the old fool down. So now you're not speaking. What's the matter?
I'm very drunk.
What? Why? Why did you get drunk?
See, it's a bloody death trap. I've seen too much since I retired. It haunts me.
Take me back to shore right now!
No! I know some sea shanty.
You dare sing one sea shanty, and I'll... No! Give me that tiller right now!
No! You know how to sail!
No, I can't sail, but I'm a hell of a lot more...
You are wasting the time of the court if you have no evidence. Excellent point. Thank you.
Δεν ξέρω τι λέτε, αλλά έχει βουήξει ο τόπος και αυτός έμενε με το Σότο και το Φώτη. Που όλοι ξέρουμε τι κουμάσια είναι.
Leslie was living with Sotos and Fotis. Leslie was the one who shot off the log. He's an armed robber.
Of people have gone to jail for their beliefs. Oscar Wilde, Voltaire, Crazy Horse, the Sioux Indian chief.
I don't believe in stealing cheap Greek whiskey.
Stop it! Why did I bring us here?
Could have happened to Leslie anywhere.
Where are you going?
It's about Leslie. I've no right to ask. And, well, you could argue that my son is no better than you, but he is barely an adult. And if you could say that he wasn't involved in the robbery, if you could do the noble thing and be lenient with him, then, well, then maybe the judge would be lenient with you. Probably not allowed to inside.
Yes. Καλημέρα. I am dismissing this case. The defendant, Leslie Darrell, is clearly blameless. The plaintiff shall give to the defendant 6 of his best turkeys in compensation. Everyone is dismissed. Except the Darrell family and legal representatives. You are implicated in a more serious crime.
the armed robbery of the storehouse.
Let me say this.
No.
However, the co-accused, Sotos and Fodis, now claim that they acted alone. For whatever reason.
So there is no case to answer.
But he is at the top of a slippery slope. Don't let him fall.
You see, worry is overrated.
No, apparently worry and parenthood are inseparable.
I am going to sleep for a week.
Right. Everybody back to the house for supper? Spiro, thank you for your legal expertise.
I think we know it was you who made the difference.
I don't know what you mean.
You sold your wedding ring to bribe those two thugs.
Well, I offered shortbread, but it seems the modern criminal expects more.
Mother! My first proper wages. I'm going to invest in a feather boa.
Well, everybody has to contribute. So, invest in half the feather boa.
That is outrageous.
How is the reclusive Countess, Margot?
I may be missing something, but I find her rather sweet and jolly.
Where are you going? I'm not telling you. Not the lavatory in case you get any ideas.
There's something I want to say. Jerry, I know I complain about your creatures, but well, you're serious about this animal business, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
We bury that.
Yes, but I changed my mind and dug it up and stuffed it. First you remove the skin, then you rub non-iodized salt on it, and then you take the head and you... I want you to have my dress.
Oh, Margot, I can't. It's yours.
Is it bad?
Theo, would you like to say grace?
Oh, yes, of course.
I added a beard.
Πάτερη μόνο αν της ουρανής αγιαστεί το όνομά σου, θα τη βασιλεία σου γεννηθεί το θέλημά σου ως εμπνευμένο. Στον άγωνο τον οποίο σου έδωσε τη συμπεριφορά.
Lady Marchmont glimpsed Lord Tim in the distance. Was that the flicker of interest from him? Do I have to read this?
You do if you want to borrow any books.
She felt hot in places she'd never felt hot before.
Don't make anything up.
Seeking ventilation, she went on to her beloved veranda and played with her porch leopard, who had always provided distraction.
So, Lizzie, what's that? Darling, behind your back.
a stick. Just a bit of night shooting, that's all.
What will it take for you to learn? What a week. I'm sorry about my little wobble.
No, I've checked. You don't wobble.
However long you stare at it, they're still coming.
Might be nice to have some visitors. Please be nice to us. This is no place to bring up a family.
I'm not good, but let there be light.
What is that noise?
Larry, stubbing his toe.
Slow down!
I will always respect your honor.
Oh, let's not worry too much about that.
However long you stare at it, they're still coming.
Might be nice to have some visitors.
No, it won't. Let's make it horrible for them so they don't stay long.
It's already horrible. Jerry's turned this house into a zoo. No other family has to walk a pelican.
God, what are we doing? They're arriving this afternoon.
We don't have enough bedrooms.
We haven't got enough anything.
And yet you seem untypically relaxed.
Yes. Why are you so happy?
Darling, because at my age, nothing and no one unsettles me. Oh, do clean and tidy up, though. Aunt Hermione can be a bit of a thug.
I can't. I'm writing. Shooting.
So, when are we going to tell the world about us?
What about us?
Well, that we're an item, Sven, as we British so romantically call it.
I think we should wait until your relatives have gone. So I don't have to be part of this circus.
Oh, God, no, didn't mean till then. Aunt Hermione has a history of meddling. She's like a Medici tyrant.
Oh, I'd like to meet her.
Oh, I know what they're going to complain about. No electricity.
Did Adam and Eve have electricity in paradise?
You know this is paradise on a good day. And I know. But will they?
Kalimera, Mrs. Darrell.
Ah, Kalimera, Spiro. Maybe you can help me. I need a cheap generator.
Why? What's wrong with candles?
It's a supply to reduce the ugliness.
We have guests coming from England.
More British people. Swell! Yes, I find you generating.
What would we do without you, Spirit?
Doesn't worth thinking about.
It doesn't.
Mrs. Donald, why are you so happy?
Do you remember when we first met and you said you hated all those Brit exiles sipping G&Ts? Well, you'd better stay clear of my house for a while. Anyway, deep breath. Sven and I are... What's happened? Nothing. But your eyes are all red. Well, why not? Green's not bringing me much luck. Oh. I thought I was pregnant and I'm not. Oh, Florence. How long have you been trying? 11 years and 5 months. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, think of the fun you've had trying. Anyway, so yes, you and Sven. Don't tell anyone, but, well, we've kissed and a bit more. I think it's serious. I just don't want anything to ruin it. She's there. Please be nice to us. Aunt Hermione, welcome. Good afternoon. And Cousin Prue. And Geoffrey. Oh, what an absolute pleasure.
If I had to sit and look out of another window, I'd scream.
You must be exhausted.
No, I'm exhausted.
That's the thing about your foreigner. He's exhausting.
Well, my foreigner friend Spiro is going to drive us home. Unless you'd rather stay to guest.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. There's one more.
Nancy.
Surprise!
Oh.
How's Larry?
Well, all the better for seeing you, I'm sure. Oh. Well, this way.
Anything?
No.
Oh, what rough hands you have.
It's from Little Red Riding Hood. That isn't. We mustn't. We'll get into trouble.
I think about you very much.
Oh. In that case.
An immoderate volume of creatures. Yes, Jerry collects them. And we won the turkeys in a court case.
Animals are walking germ dispensers. Are they safe?
Mostly. Larry, darling, put her down.
Don't mind us.
I hear you aspire to being a writer, Lawrence. More than aspire. He's just waiting for the publisher to confirm he's going to put Larry's novel out. He'd tell you himself if he wasn't doing that. This is Lucrezia. She helps us out occasionally. She's lovely. Margot, darling, tell everybody about your job.
I'm companion to the Countess Mavrodaki.
That will hardly stretch your mind. Oh, and Leslie. Oh, he's gone. Larry, for God's sake, take her upstairs.
The question is, Louisa, why are you all still here, rather than in England?
Because we like it here.
Where's Gerald?
Gerald is very interested in natural history. It's the science, really. So he is probably out gathering...
Was that a donkey?
Research material.
Your foreigner loves a donkey.
Hello.
I hate wildlife.
What is that noise?
Larry, stubbing his toe.
Oh no. And Nancy stubbed hers. They're married. Why don't they share a bloody bedroom?
Because Jeffrey snores, apparently. Like wildebeest being murdered.
And his wife, Prune.
It's Prue, darling, not Prune.
What's she so scared of?
I'd be scared of snapping and clubbing Jeffrey to death in his sleep.
Why are they all so horrid?
They're not horrid, they're just better in captivity in England.
It's very dark. Are you sure there isn't any electricity anywhere?
Wait a minute, I'll just check under the sofa. Of course I'm sure. I'm sorting it out, Prue.
And I can hear your son and his lady friend in the next room having carnal relations.
You're lucky there. If only all relations were that much fun.
Thought you hated bicycles.
I was so desperate to escape. I would have saddled up a goat and ridden it.
Oh, families. More pain than pleasure.
Yeah. Tell that to Florence. She confessed to me that they can't have children.
Oh, how sad. But there's consolation in work and friendship.
Well, if you feel the urge to ravish me, you have my full permission.
Listen, I will always respect your honor.
Oh, let's not worry too much about that.
Mrs. Daniels? No, I don't want to intrude, but I found your generator. I saw nothing.
Spiro, I have to ask you to keep this a secret. Can you do that? Leslie, darling, go and get Larry.
No, I'm not going into his den of vice.
I've got him.
You make this short.
You have to meet in here. What the heck are they? They're brown rats. Do you want to hold one of them? What do you think?
What's this about? Sapper needs shooting.
I have an announcement to make before Spiro blurts it out.
You're getting together with Spiro?
No. No. Sven and I are becoming more than good friends.
Oh, we knew that. No, we didn't. Well, I knew that.
This is so exciting. It's been 8 years since Father died.
Well, yes. And well, I'm very fond of Sven. And it has been a long time coming.
That was Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. Davis was a mistake, as antique dealers often are.
You don't need anyone. You have us and me.
Leslie, darling, don't be upset. I still love you. Jerry, darling, say something.
Do you think they'll let me have one of those goats?
No. Oh, and do keep this from Aunt Hermione. She can make our lives very unpleasant if she wanted to.
Why would she do that?
Because she's the head of the family, and she likes everyone to know it.
Leslie, you're hiding something. Is it to do with your mother?
Can't say. Mum told us to keep
I sense
quiet.
it's a man. Is he Greek?
Swedish.
What does he do?
Plays the accordion.
It's a profession.
Oh, he owns a small Helga.
How small?
Oh, no, I haven't measured it.
Leslie, don't be saucy. Niece, Geoffrey. Louisa has a beau here on the island.
Oh, how exciting.
I want us to make it quite clear that this is a mistake. Even Leslie agrees, and he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. If it becomes serious, she'll want to keep the family here forever.
BBC News will be on soon. Hurry up, there's a chap.
Leslie, bring me a footstool, dear. I can feel my fallen arches falling even further. Thank you.
Jerry, this is a terrible step backwards in transport.
So that is really useful for getting around the island. Sven's got one.
Mrs. Barrows, I must have...
Jerry.
Leslie's cross because she pooed on his head in the night.
Well, it can take some getting used to.
They're really weak.
I fear to get stronger than you'd need.
I know.
I mentioned you to my friend, Mrs. Vatroukakis, who's interested in conservation.
What's that?
A new branch of zoology to stop us tampering with our habitat or hunting species to extinction.
Oh, I have a letter from England for Larry. The postman Yorio says it's important. I worry that he knows. And actually, why am I delivering his letters?
Oh, you might want to slide it under the door. Larry's girlfriend's here and there, copulating a lot.
Right.
Have a very diligent postman.
From England. Publishers.
We regret we are unable to publish your novel.
Oh, Larry, baby.
It's okay. More fool them.
So, what would you like to see on Corfu? The scenery is stunning.
It's a little hot, the movement.
We could go swimming.
I no longer swim. Your cousin Frank drowned. Of course.
Well, I'll tell you what. We won't go on a warship like he did.
Owing to the need for propriety on these occasions, it was felt that a gift of a
Have not got, but let there be light.
Good morning, Margot.
Hello. Where's the Countess?
Resting. She's feeling fragile.
Ah, I know what that means. Hungover.
No. She has a history of fragility and dark moods which even the most expensive chocolates won't alleviate. So, today you can be my companion. I've been away a long time. Tell me what's happening in England.
Well, when we left, bias-cut dresses were all the rage. Hair? Should I tell you about hair?
Immediately, and in great detail.
Jerry, this is Mrs. Vatroukakis, whom I mentioned.
Hello. I hear you are as passionate about wildlife as me and Theo.
Yes, he's taught me so much.
Louisa, I have no doubt you prefer the company of a friend, but I wish to see everyone gathered here this evening.
Mother, this is Mrs. Vatroukakis.
Oh, hello. Hello. I'm keen to start a version of the RSPCA. Animals are often treated so badly here. Jerry, would you help?
I'd love to.
And perhaps you and your family would help as well?
Yes, of course, yes, if I'm not busy dangling from a rope for murder. For God's sake, darling, stick your stupid face into a school book.
My mother's under a bit of pressure, as you can see.
I don't make a habit of giving speeches. But I'm distressed by what this family has become. Would that your father were here now. This is no place to bring up a family. Gerald is now a wild animal. Margot seems to be some sort of paid jester. Leslie has twice been in trouble with the law. And Larry, once a respectable Bournemouth estate agent, is now a debauchee and failed writer.
Could I describe you next?
And all of you guided by a mother, enmeshed with a squeeze-box playing goat herd. But all is not lost. You will come home now. I will pay for Jerry to go to a good English boarding school. I will help Margot and Leslie into secure careers. And, well, as I won't live forever, Louisa, I will give you a sum of money, or perhaps a house, for you to create a solid base for a new life.
Thank you, Aunt Hermione. I will give that careful thought.
Why did you let the old witch say all that?
Because I've been fooling myself. Back in the real world, that is what people are, and that is what people think.
This is real.
No, it's not. It's rented. If we could afford the rent, and it's fleeting. She's right. I've been playing at parenting. And sooner or later, we are going to have to go home and resume our lives.
It doesn't work like that. Every day is real, here more than anywhere. Because
we need her, Larry.
We don't. You just let her get under your skin.
Darling, everyone has somebody in their lives who is more powerful that they answer to. Your parent, your boss, your calling, your God. And I have Aunt Hermione. And as awful as it sounds, everything that she just said in there, I've thought myself. And to be blunt, she has a lot of family money, and I can't bear the thought of any of you children being poor forever.
Inget gökande nu.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Remind me. Is that good?
Oh, it's very good.
Something wrong?
My scary aunt. She knows about us.
And I was going to pretend to be a traveling donkey salesman. I've missed you.
And I've missed you.
Because I have decided I love you.
Well, that's good. Because I love you too. Right, I am going to... Where are our guests?
In the bedrooms. 3 persons, 3 bedrooms. Dito ka na meron hotel.
Well, I am going to show them, even if I have to drag them, that Corfu is a haven for beauty and love and culture.
Good luck.
And I'd like to end the tour at the Villa Mavrodaki.
No!
Your aunt called me a paid jester, whatever that is.
Well, all the more reason to show her the magnificent library and, well, appeal to her snobbery by introducing her to an actual countess.
All right.
We've discussed my rejection, and I've decided I'm giving up writing. In fact, the intellect in all its forms.
Oh, don't be silly,
You know why? Because art is clearly run by buffoons and tainted by misguided notions of commercialism.
Well, darling, if that's true, it's beastly.
I'm throwing myself into manly things. Like Leslie, but better. So, what needs mending?
The house.
Well, let's narrow it down for him a bit. The lavatory roof?
Good.
Tough night.
When Larry discusses something, he really discusses it.
We usually run away.
I'll try that next time.
Have you ever seen a bluer sky?
I think we have, haven't we, dear?
Yes, I think we have.
If you cut me open, you find the Union Jack inside. I love the British. Perfect manners, always first in the war, and the last to leave.
Eyes on the road, driver.
First stop, the home of our great friend, Theodore Stephanades.
Your foreigner loves his sheep.
Yes, please forgive the disarray. I lost myself in a study of the marine mollusk Amphinura. Fascinating creatures. They have no identifiable head and no cerebral ganglion, obviously. Yet they are.
Shall I make some coffee?
Time to scrape algae from rocks. Go on. In fact, they will.
The museum seems to be shut, which is such a shame because it's full of spellbinding artifacts. Oh, that's fine. I'll go in the middle again. I have to be by the window.
She has claustrophobia.
Yes, I do. In an open-top car? Might we get home now? Not until you start enjoying yourself.
Oh, you dropped your hammer in the lavatory again.
Handyman crap. I need proper work. I'm going to Sven's.
Oh, he'll be so delighted.
Sven. Larry.
Did you run here?
No. Oh. Listen, I'm going to give up this writing nonsense. I want to do some proper work. Just pay me what you can.
Nothing.
Fine.
Good. Finish this hole. Lots of trees to plant. You missed your hands, I think.
The thing about your foreigner is...
Shut up!
Next stop, the villa of the Countess Mavroudaki.
Angel, I will see you after work.
Now is good.
No, now is bad.
No. It's very good.
I'm in charge of the house. Well, Dennis is in town.
Well, let us jump on the big bed, huh?
What are you, 8? Anyway, the Countess is inside.
You know, the Countess is a personal friend. We exchange gowns. She's French. You know, despite your doubts about Margot's job, Aunt, she's finally taking something seriously, and she really does deserve to be applauded.
I'm always willing to admit mistakes, if I make any.
Hello? The library. Margot often reads to the Countess in there. Oh,
minute ago I heard screaming.
It was a
It
chicken.
wasn't a bloody chicken.
Let's have some light in here.
Oh God, they're here already. I was busy in the garden.
Yes, yes, we saw. The Countess needs you.
It's Margot. It's going to be fine.
I'm not bad, you know.
I know. I know.
Who were those people?
My relatives. Now they are mad.
I have held back from saying this, but as senior family member, I have legal grounds to claim custody of Gerald.
What?
I've never craved children of my own, but I'm quite willing to acquire one through my lawyers, as you seem incapable of providing a secure home. We will pack, and I expect you to do the same. Wait!
I think it's time you left. You'll be happier in a guest house. I'll send your possessions on, along with Geoffrey and Prue if they're as sour as you. Where's Spiro? I'll drive you myself.
You're making a dreadful mistake.
I'd rather make my own mistakes than have you make them for me. Don't you ever threaten me like that again. I will haul my children off to the most distant corner of the earth, rather than surrender them to you or anybody else.
Mum's borrowed your motor car.
Nobody borrows my motor car.
Don't worry, she's a very, very good driver. Or at least she was 10 years ago. She doesn't saunter along, does she?
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to sit calmly with you as you're here and wait for someone to come by. And even though you were very rude to Spiro, I'm sure he won't begrudge you a sweet.
Do I have to tell you how close we are to plummeting to our deaths?
Oh, there.
Our knight in shining armour.
Or possibly the Grim Reaper.
Χρειαζόμαστε με το γάιδαρο σου να το τραβήξουμε. Η Κλέζη είναι ακόμα μέσα.
Nudity's all well and good until the flies get you.
You will reassure your family about my dark moments.
Of course. When did they start?
After my husband died. One builds a life around a person. Perhaps one shouldn't. And then they're gone. And you're left clutching the air.
Mother says when Daddy died, she wanted to jump into the grave with him. And then her hair started falling out. I don't know which is worse.
Is everything all right?
Yes?
Thank you, Margot. You can go home. Yeah. You're looking a funny colour, but you're going to be fine.
This wouldn't happen in the home counties!
It doesn't happen here either! Because only I drive the car.
Oh, thank the Lord you're safe. I said to Geoffrey, how will we get the bodies home? Nightmare. We're fine, really. Thank you.
Mrs. Dorrells, don't do that again.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You smell of my steering wheel. Two of my favorite things.
Stop.
I have a job here, Angel, and I want to keep it.
Well, which is more important, me or your job?
My job. Did you just actually stamp your foot? Listen, the Countess has a serious illness, and I've been trying to help.
Countess, tell me what happened.
Yes, I'm sorry.
How dare you abandon her to cavort with your fancy man?
Nobody cavorted, and he really isn't that fancy.
Just go away. Leave.
What was I thinking? I could have killed us both. And then how would my poor, messed up children have coped? Thank God you're here. I don't know what I'm doing. Before I jump to any conclusions, are you tying your shoelace?
I am asking you if you want to marry me.
I'll think about it.
Terrible things happened. I was with Leslie, and you know how he is with guns and...
Mrs. Vadroukakis told me what happened. She feels... May I speak for you?
Oh, yes.
She feels she was somewhat hard on you in the heat of the moment.
Mrs. Vadroukakis, I didn't really think about it before, but I have now. I promise to conserve animal life wherever possible.
Thank you, Jerry.
Larry! Oh, you're limping. I expect you'll want to talk about it.
Listen. I'm sorry.
For what?
For being an idiot.
Let's face it, I'm only ever going to be a writer.
Oh, did the manly work not go very well?
No.
Well, let me make it better.
Florencia, I heard Louisa.
She's alive.
Oh, right. Florence, Louisa, you nearly died. Well, yes. But, something really interesting has happened. What?
I fixed the generator!
So, my news. Sven has asked me to marry him.
What are you going to say?
God knows.
Stop, please, Darrells. Enough. No more love.
I am uneasy at my conduct in the motor car. And impressed by yours. And your principal defense of your children. Though less so by your driving. Yes, I still believe this isn't the best place to raise a family. But I accept that the choice must be yours. Thank you. I wish I cut a less stern figure. If I'm honest, I miss you, Louisa. And the children. This was my heavy-handed attempt to make you come home. Now, you'd do the same if you spent as much time as I do with Prue and Geoffrey. We like it here, Auntie. I see that now. And how you might be attracted to your goat herd. Indeed.
Hey.
There was an explosion at the colliery following earlier flooding. Britain plans to triple the size of its air force in response to German rearmament. Prime
Hooray!
It's been 86 minutes. I have to have your answer.
Sven, please play your accordion.
I'd rather not.
So why did you bring it?
Fair point.
Darling, I'm not betraying your father. He would be happy for me. And for you.
No. I just miss him.
So, how was the Countess?
She was sad, shaken. Dennis wasn't very happy with me. It might be time for me to grow up a bit and learn some responsibility.
You know, it's funny, because I was just feeling like going the other way.
I'm coming round to calamari.
Shall we go mad and risk an olive?
Everyone, change of plan. I'm going back to being a writer and an intellectual.
Yes! They're feeding!
The owls.
I can confidently say that Larry is probably the worst farmer on the planet.
Although when he writes about it, I think he'll probably be rather better. Listen, Sven, about your proposal. Just... Yes. It's time I started living for myself.
So, in 2 weeks, a wedding.
I bring enthusiastic visitors to your zoo.
The common tortoise. Common and anything but boring.
Scorpion! You bit me!
Let's find a place of our own.
Oh. Why do you want to marry Mrs. Darrell?
Because I love her. Damn, he's good.
May I have one of your goats?
No.
I have something to say.
It's about the laboratory season.
No, it's not. It's very much not. Sven has proposed.
Seen her.
And I have said yes. I adored your father. But I haven't had a gentleman in my life for 8 years. And Sven is resourceful. And he's handsome. And I love him.
This is so exciting.
Thank you, darling.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Nancy.
Nancy.
Missed you.
Missed you too.
Anyway, can we talk about me? Because I have just told you I'm getting married.
We will need to interview him.
Who is getting married, you or me?
I'm sure you'll want to run your eyes over our potential spouses.
Why you have them? All of these animals.
Same reason you have a family.
My mother made them.
Well, normally it's to enjoy their company. But you're right, Ligorexia. I should invite people to come and enjoy them too. I might need some more. Work is so boring. I'm stuck indoors, and she's drawn the shutters now. It's like I'm working down a mine.
A mine filled with Louis Quinze furniture.
If she didn't have this annoying depression thing, we go travelling and shopping, and I chat to Angel.
Can't Dr. Petridis help?
I'll get through it.
No, help the Countess.
No, she blames it on the shock of her husband dying. Her world's been smaller ever since. At this rate, she'll end up in the wardrobe.
You know, truly, money can't buy you happiness, can it?
But it can buy some lovely haute couture to be unhappy in.
It's just as well we don't have any money, really. Neither does Sven.
Are you still wanting to get married?
Since this morning? Yes, I think so.
Well, we'll see.
We'd like your answers down in paper, please.
Sorry. My lawyers advised me not to put anything in writing.
Can I just say, I don't care who my mother marries. I'm enjoying this.
Come on. Why do you want to marry Mrs. Darrell?
Because I love her.
Oh, well, that's easy to say.
Yes, it is. Damn, it's good.
Money isn't everything, of course, but is it true you don't have any?
I have some land. I am rich in strength and in spirit.
May I have one of your goats?
No.
Voltaire said that God created sex and priests created marriage. Thoughts?
None.
I come home late with a handsome boy wanting to get to know each other better. Much better.
What do you do? I'll have to hurry you.
I ask your mother.
Hello, Sven. So you're getting the full Darrell's assault?
Yes. Sorry, but would you leave, please? You're not one of us.
Are you thinking of having children with our mother?
Yeah, because that would be a bad idea.
I think the joke is over now, won't you?
May I borrow a coat?
I will discuss it with them.
Thank you. I feel like an intruder in this house.
Why?
Your family are fine individually,
Well, not really.
but together, it's like living with bees. Buzzing in my face. Little stings the whole time. And it's really crowded.
Just do what I do. Shout at them.
I can't. They're not my family.
You really can. We'll do it together.
Let's find a place of our own.
Oh,
We're 22, Larry.
of course. Sure, I'd love that.
You're worried about what your mother will say, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Where are the other two judges?
Larry and Nancy are canoodling.
And Jerry's opening the Durrell Zoo.
So, may I marry Sven?
Well, we like him.
He's lovely, isn't he?
Well, we're worried he's a bit too young and handsome.
Are we?
Are we?
Look, if you marry an old chap and it goes wrong, he won't be alive that long. Do bear that in mind.
You don't have to do this, Miss Darrells.
I know.
Tell him your mind was disturbed when you said yes.
What have you got against Sven?
Nothing.
Where are we going?
Sven's house.
No!
Well done for passing your audition.
Well, a good company. I'm lending Jerry a goat, and I am working on Leslie. So, when do you want to get married?
There's no rush.
Let's do it soon.
Oh. What do you mean by soon?
A week? 2?
Shouldn't we get to know each other better first?
No. That's romantic. Fun.
You're revealing hidden shallows, Sven. I like it.
Also, I don't believe in... No. Before marriage.
Well, we better get married quickly then. Now, I've been living for my family for so long. It's time I started living for myself. And for you.
So, in 2 weeks, a wedding.
I do hope Aleko isn't grumpy.
Yes, we must discourage touching the exhibits. In Athens Zoo, I saw a tapir bite off a visitor's finger.
I'm horrible.
And wasteful, as they are herbivores. Margot, are you discovering an interest in the animal kingdom?
No. Theo, you know everything. Why won't my countess leave her villa?
This is, of course, agoraphobia. From the Greek, agoraphobia. Hooray! Fear of the marketplaces.
That's so odd. I love shopping.
The fear is of the open space rather than the market.
Oh, so how can I cure her?
It can stem from feeling out of control, so reassurance and relaxation may help.
Good. Thank you.
But the brain is a complex organ which...
She's gone. I don't think Darrell brains are that complex.
Sven and I have decided to get married in 2 weeks.
Why? Are you pregnant?
No. We just want to do it soon because, well, it's romantic and fun.
No, you can't. We still have our doubts.
That's not long enough to find a dress.
Oh, I've been married once, Margot. I'll just find something suitable and stick a carnation on it. You were talking about your dress, weren't you?
No. Not entirely.
Congratulations, Mrs. Darrell.
Well, thank you, Nancy.
Why wait? Strike while the iron's hot. There's no time like the present.
Why are you and Nancy rowing?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, dear.
Nancy feels, and, well, I agree with her, but less so.
Oh, bloody hell, Larry.
Okay, we, by which I mean Nancy, but a proportion of me, want to find our own place to live.
No, you don't.
Well,
We have fun here, don't we? Well, the five of us.
Six.
The six of us, we have fun when we're not arguing. Was this Nancy's idea?
Everything's changing anyway, with you marrying Sven.
But the important things, the being together, that's not changing. And you can't afford to move out, Larry. You're broke.
So are you. I can write for money. I'm sad too. Just in case this helps at all, we think it's fine if Larry leaves.
We do.
Yeah. Thank you.
Morning, Nancy.
Hello, Mrs. Farrell.
I bought you some tea. Nice cup of rosy.
Thank you.
So, I hear you and Larry are thinking about finding a place of your own.
Yes. Now, it's not because...
Look, I completely understand. My concerns are broader.
Oh?
I suppose I'm thinking, does Nancy, a bright young thing, really want to bury herself away on a, let's face it, a primitive Mediterranean island?
Well, you have. Larry likes it here.
Yes, and he writes really well on Corfu.
So why are you suggesting I take him away?
No, I was just talking about you.
Oh.
So you're very young to settle down. And this is going to sound horrid, but I don't believe Larry's got other women out of his system.
What's up with you, Larry? You're normally so sure of yourself.
Well, life's a bit fraught at the moment. Nancy isn't talking to me. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Oh, there's a postcard for you from Max.
Oh, thank you, Dimitrios.
Dennis, look at those. Heart-stopping.
My mother's getting married in a week.
So quick. Is she pregnant?
No. We'd love it if you'd come.
You know I never leave the villa. A pity, really, because I do love a wedding.
And it will be hopeless because none of us have a clue about style.
I may be able to help.
Would you? The reception's at home. Come to our house and get some ideas.
Come on, everyone. Let's organise this wedding.
I think we should serve those little sausages. Everybody loves those, don't they?
That's your big plan, isn't it?
Well, Sven is Greek Orthodox. He likes the confession part, he says, and the hats. So it's all planned.
Look, if this wedding does go ahead, I think...
Darling, this wedding is going ahead. And I would really like it if you could arrange it for me. Please.
Okay, well, let's form a guard of honor and fire a shot for every year of your life.
Larry? Any ideas? Better ones?
No.
Oh, Lucrezia, the kitchen is all yours tomorrow. Sven and I are having a celebratory supper at his house.
I make wedding cake.
Oh, with white icing.
No,
brown with prawns. Family recipe.
Jeremy! I bring you enthusiastic visitors to your zoo.
Please come this way. Do ask questions.
Spiro, please can I book your car for 3 o'clock tomorrow at the villa?
Of course. Shopping?
No, I'm curing someone.
Oh.
These mantis have only one ear. The here on their abdomen. The common tortoise. Common, but anything but boring. Drive slowly and keep the conversation relaxing and frothy.
My friend, the butler. How's the bottling?
I have my good days and my bad days.
Well, this is all very nice.
Stop the goal!
Come on, Countess, this is ridiculous.
Let's go home.
How are the preparations going?
Well, I've made this very snazzy clipboard.
Be nice to Nancy and don't set the oven on fire.
Leave, Mother, we'll be fine.
It's just been such a long time since I've left you on your own for the evening.
Exactly, it's high time.
Have fun at Spen's.
I won't be late.
Shouldn't you be back in the morning?
No, why?
See if you get on, as it were. Check everything works.
What are you talking about?
This is Samson. He doesn't bite, it's Helmut. Going to stroke him.
He bit me.
Ah, now, technically, scorpions don't bite, they sting.
Scorpion. So what happens now then? Do I die or what?
Well, in fact, though painful, stings are harmless unless you're very unlucky.
I am very unlucky. Look at my life.
Leslie, please stop shouting. I'm trying to work.
I've just been bitten by a scorpion.
He means stung.
Ugh.
Anyway,
Coming round to the accordion?
A tiny bit.
Good, because I'm playing at our wedding.
Is that supposed to be there?
Must be a hole in the fence. Ja, jag kommer nog att förstå min kväll, Mappe. Det är bra.
one who escapes.
Isn't there just?
Never mind. I have another one. My accordion are like my children. So I won't be needing that much longer. I'll have your children to entertain me.
I feel a bit odd. Sven, do you mind if I wander home?
Oh. Something I said? Good.
No, it's just been a bit stressful, you know, the wedding in a day or two.
I'll walk you home.
No, the air will do me good. It's been lovely.
Of course I'm panicking. My hand looks like I boiled it for an hour.
It hardly shows, but don't let Mother see it. She'll be upset.
Oh, Leslie, relax. You have nothing to worry about unless you are very unlucky.
Very unlucky. Yes, we'll take a look at that, Professor Insect.
In fact, technically, scorpions are arachnids rather than insects.
Yes, there seems to be an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
I suspect it will be fine in the morning.
Scorpions don't like being caged. They lash out. Am I doing a bad thing, Theo? Keeping scorpions, keeping anything.
Oh, you want to understand and experience them more. That's what conservation is.
Hello. Anything happen here?
How was Sven?
He was... I don't know.
Oh. And?
Not a great success, really.
Why?
Larry, you move in autistic circles. Do you think Sven might be queer?
Ah. He got there too.
I found the photographs.
Most humans are attracted to their own gender to some degree.
Well, yes, but he looked really attracted.
It's a scandal that homosexuality is outlawed. And what are they scared of? That we'll all ditch our wives and... Sorry.
What am I going to do?
And what am I going to do?
Oh, well done, Migrazia. Bravo, Caliduela. Jerry, that Zoom needs to be made safe before the reception. Right, you lovebirds, we've got a wedding to prepare. Let's not dawdle. Nancy, put your crayons away and muck in.
Larry, please, I can't stand this.
This is family life.
And you've always been the first to question it. To argue for personal freedom over mindless allegiance, and now you're acting like...
They're my family and I love them.
By which I mean, I understand them, and when they suffer, I suffer. However ludicrous their problems, and I can't believe I'm saying this.
But I have my own life. And I can't believe that I'm saying this, but it's back in England and I want to go home. With you, please.
What happened to staying here? There's a shack next door.
No, we need to get away, sweetheart. So we can explore our own life together.
Thank you, Thea.
What for?
Helping me. People were interested. It was so exciting.
I know. It's a shame about Leslie. He really is unlucky, isn't he?
Always. Is he going to be all right?
I hope so. Dr. Petridis is away again.
I've been thinking. Leslie's mishap. Perhaps it's a sign. I mean, we don't need to keep them to love them.
I know. Is it time to set them all free? We could do it at the wedding party tomorrow as a symbol of something.
All right.
What have you been doing all day? In 12 hours, you're due to be Mrs. Louisa... What is Sven's surname?
Lundblad.
Then you really shouldn't marry him.
I have to. Regrets he has made a wedding cake.
Yes. I don't think there's a spare prune left on the island.
And Leslie's been running a very tight ship with the preparations.
Yes. I took his clipboard away and he made another one. You know what you have to do? Talk to Sven.
I was hoping if I didn't, the problem would go away.
Has being an ostrich been a success for you in the past?
No. Let's talk about you.
Much as I love me, and talking about me. Let's do that another time.
Can I come in?
Sure.
Why are you rushing me? Today of all days.
The wedding doesn't change anything.
Not the stupid wedding. The day I hear my novel's being published.
You know how pleased I am for you, Larry. But I need to know our future.
My family aren't that bad, are they? My mother loves you.
So why did she tell me you'd never be faithful to me then?
What?
Larry, don't. It's not about her.
Larry, good. There isn't going to be a wedding.
Why?
We realised we're very fond of each other, but not in the right way.
So not because he prefers men?
Well, yes, that. But just tell the guests, as I say, we realise we're very fond of each other,
but not in the right way.
It's up to Sven to decide what to tell people. So no wedding, but the best party ever.
Okay, peoples, we've got one hour until the wedding. Well, the knee's up. So basically, yes.
Did you tell Nancy I'm a philandering bastard?
I'm so sorry.
It's not even true. I may talk about sex all the time and think about it and write about it brilliantly, but I don't do it. I've waited steadfastly for Nancy for 5 months.
I didn't want you to leave. It was my turn to be selfish.
Larry, catching the 5 o'clock ferry home. I hope with all my heart you will join me, love, Nancy.
Margot! Got to put your skirt on. Oh, God!
Bella, you got your wish, Spirit. I'm not marrying.
Louisa. Oh.
Will you tell them?
Of course. They are really fond of each other. Just not in the right way.
Okay. Together we'll find you a new Greek husband. Listen.
Περάστε για. Απ' εδώ.
Don't worry, I've examined